Thank you so much for joining us, Geniene. So we are 4Racing, and literally the name means that everything that we do is 4Racing, and we are passionate about what we do. We took over the assets of Pumelela Gaming and Leisure that went into business rescue, and have been around since 1 December 2021, so we're almost a year old.
Wow.
Responsible for the racing in Turfentine, at Baval and in Fairview. And most importantly, we've also got the channel on DSTV 240. We've got our Racing Today on SABC Sports. But most importantly, the 80-something tab stores around the country that are responsible for taking the tote. We fundamentally believe that putting money on the tote for your bets is what puts on this beautiful sport of horse racing.
And how was and obviously COVID was pretty tough for everyone.
Yeah.
So the recovery from COVID for the race goer, in other words, the guy who comes to Turfentine, well, has he been coming back in droves like he was before, or has it been a bit of a slow comeback now that there's online? How does the two work?
And you're so right, because of online, right? Because just it's so easy to have substitutes, and you just sit online and you can able to change, you're able to change between sports. So we're really trying to, as 4Racing, just to invigorate that on-course attendance once again. Because like you can see, we race probably in all our jurisdictions twice or 3 times a week. So it really is a jam-packed fun day. And we want people to come back in their numbers. So obviously we've got the Betway Summer Cup coming up next week on the 26th of November. And there we're expecting thousands of people on course. Also then to be able, betting on our platform. But it's taking time. But I think most importantly, what we're also trying to do is just transform horse racing to make sure that it's not the old crowd that there was before. You're bringing newer, younger generations that also come and enjoy the sport of horse racing, because that's where we've also lost out a lot of audience.
The millennials.
Yeah, that's
as
exactly
they're well
it.
known.
Millennials, I don't even know, is it Gen Z, Gen X, Gen 00? I can't even keep up. But those ones, yes.
And I think after COVID, we all were just dying for some human company. So the races, I remember, because I started coming to the races when I first moved to Joburg in 1981.
Wow.
The big thing was that you came to the races for a Saturday lunch. You had an in-room betting section.
That's it.
Where you could get up from your table, and we had these little books, and we had so much fun because we used to study these little books. I mean, what did we know about racing? But the good thing was there was always this jockey won on this horse over that distance, and we'd say, actually, and he's got a nice name.
Yeah.
Let's choose him. And you know what? We'd always come away with having had a great afternoon and vowing to come back. So we came back sort of every 3 to 4 months, having a great Saturday. It's much nicer than sitting in a pub.
Exactly.
Because you've got the outside air and it's really fun.
Yeah, no, it is. And the horses are just so beautiful, Geniene. If there's one thing that's captured me, is the horse. So I think what's important is we haven't lost that culture. So you still can come for a really good lunch with some drinks. And by the way, the book still exists. It's probably bigger than what it was back then. But our computer form still exists. But now guess what? For the Gen Zs or millennials, it's also available electronically and on our app in short form. So we really are making sure that we try and cater for everybody. But it really still is a beautiful day out in the sun, beautiful day for families to come through. And on ordinary days, Geniene, it's free of charge.
And certainly the view from your table.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous, because you can walk out on the balcony and shout your lungs out. You can't do that at home. They'll be saying, listen. Everybody, kids look at you and go, and? Whereas here, you can go on the balcony, shout for your horse, not that your horse would listen. But anyway, the whole idea is that it's fun to come to and it's fun to do. And it's a wonder, and I mean, the way the horses look, it means that they're not maltreated. They're actually looking quite beautiful. So I can honestly say it's a sport of kings. I think they've always called it a sport of kings.
No, and Geniene, I want us to challenge that. I love challenging the status quo. It's a sport of kings, it's a sport of queens, it's a sport of princes, it's a sport of princesses, it's a sport for everyone. Because when you look at the people that go, our punters, our loyal punters that go to the tab store, it's a different dynamic than the people that come on course, than the people that own. So we really are saying that we are the people's operator. We want everybody to come and enjoy it. And what I love about horse racing is you don't have to own a whole horse. I mean, I'm into now, ownership. And I own probably a tail or a hoof, but it's just as exciting. And that's really the story that we want to share with everybody, that it's for everybody. It really is for everybody.
And is it dress up next Saturday?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's the theme?
The theme is the golden summer.
Oh, that's also, we can come in our bikini.
Well, you know, each to his or her own, but we're just saying stick to the golden summer theme. But it really is about fun. So you can dress up, you can dress down. It really is up to you, because there'll be those marquees that, you know, are for the very lavish kind of clientele, but then there'll be the summer garden,
So
and
you
then
can
all
do a
grandstands.
corporate event.
Of course you can. We would love that, because we're saying it's the part.
Brilliant.
That's part of the year. We're almost going into year end. People are doing the year end parties, Christmas parties, farewell parties. Where else than here?
Oh, that's awesome. And for the children?
Children, there'll be children's activities, there'll be kiddies play area, there'll be picnic sites for families. So it caters for everybody, hence the people's race.
And tell me you've convinced the Gautrain bus to come this way.
Not this year. We are trying.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It really would.
Because you know what? You can then don't have to drive and worry about parking.
Exactly.
Because we can get off at Parktown Station,
Correct.
hook a bus,
Yeah.
and just come straight here.
Yeah.
I mean, what a bonus day out.
Yeah. No, we're looking to do that.
Price of
Partner
petrol
with.
would just kill us.
Exactly. We're trying to work with Uber. You know, exactly like how we did before. You know, you find a central park and ride.
Absolutely,
And you
the
come
park and
across.
ride.
So it's important. But for me, Geniene, I mean, I drive to this beautiful place I call work every day. And quite frankly, I feel safe here in Turffontein. I really do. So I urge people that if you use the right exits, you're okay. It
Oh yeah,
really
you really
is,
are. I mean,
you know,
at the end of the day, it's not the area.
No.
It's just that some people are too lazy to drive.
Exactly.
And some people can't drive. So if you
Yeah.
look at Uber, it sometimes is a little bit expensive, whereas the Gautrain is such a lekker way to get around.
Yeah.
You know, it's really awesome to get off, just get on a bus. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about where somebody is,
Yeah.
are they the right driver. So I think that is such an awesome future for you.
No, I agree. So part of what we're doing is we've now got Joburg Tourism on board partnering with us. We've been having conversations with Gauteng Tourism, but if Gauteng Tourism comes on board, then those are some of the issues that we can start to really address to just make it a much more broader appeal for everyone.
For everyone, absolutely. And now that you've also got two or three venues, including Turffontein, it's a great thing for all the. And tell me, what are the others quickly?
Val,
The Val, that's right.
I don't think the Gautrain quite get that far.
Damn.
But maybe soon. And then Fairview as well, out in Gqeberha.
Oh, but it's that far.
It's that far.
But I mean, PE is beautiful.
PE is beautiful. I love spending
it's
time
really
at
a
Fairview.
nice town, a nice
It's
way
such
to
a
go.
nice outing. It really is it's a little country course, and that's just each and every one of our racetracks just has a different kind of feel and vibe to it.
But Turffontein Racecourse has got a really, I mean, it's been going since what, 1887?
Yeah.
And it's always been such an iconic spot.
Yeah.
Because if you look outside and you see all the grass and the green with Joburg as a backdrop,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many. The only other really big area is the airport. Other than that, everything else has been built up.
It's beautiful. And Geniene, like you say, if you listen to somebody like a Mike de Kock, world-renowned trainer, trained sparkling water, won the Durban July, and we're crossing fingers for next year.
Yep.
Mike de Kock Vars at Turffontein is one of the best tracks in the world.
Oh my goodness.
In the world. So coming from somebody like him, it's great. Kudos. It really is great. I mean, it's beautiful. I love waking up, coming to work, and opening my office, having coffee, watching
Such
the
a nice
horses
idea.
work. It's absolutely beautiful. And we say it's open for everybody. You don't need an appointment. You don't need to book. You don't need to pay. It is a gym that's available for the entire community to enjoy.
And with the Summer Cup, tell me, how do people find out about it? Where do they go to find out more about you and your company?
So they can go to www.betwaysummercup.co.za. It'll give you all the information about the race and the Summer Cup itself. About the company, you can go to www.4Racing.com.
And that's a number 4.
That's the number, yes.
So it's a number 4 racing.
And then racing.com. And then, like I said, we are on channel 240 on DSTV almost 24/7. So that's another angle as well that people can get to understand our product. And we are also on, as the those generations, but also on social media. So we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn. So fairly available in terms of all the platforms.
Tony, it's been awesome chatting. CEO of 4Racing. Been such a nice moment, and just to hear more about Summer Cup. I hope everybody will join us here next week. I'm Geniene Preston. Life is a Beach on SA Commuter Radio and TV.